Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, round 3 of Creative Motorsports Ford Focus Cup, hosted by TANSO Racing Group. Creative Motorsports renting out race cars over in Northern Ireland. Forget the town, I want to say Kirktown, I could be lying. So big shout out to the boys out there for sponsoring this one. And if you fancy going ragging some cars about, get yourself over there and get your wallet out. Right, so round 3 tonight. We've been at Goodwood and Tsukuba so far this season. Round 3 is live from Sardegna or Sardegna Road Track B2, so it's the reverse circuit and it's one of the shorter courses as well. It's an awkward little one, should make it quite interesting tonight. Some awkward little turns. I have seen some people spinning around already at 1 or 2 turns, but we'll see how people get on. Sean, evening mate, how you doing? So 5-minute qualifier and then a 15-minute race, and then they've changed it up a little bit. No qualifier for race 2. It's just going to be a starting grid of your positions from race 1. Top 3 do carry over weight from last week. Let me just have a look who that is. Added weight this week, Conrad and Cutler. Johnny can't make it, so no Johnny this week. Unfortunate, yeah, we do look like we're 1 or 2 drivers down. It's a bit of a shame. Right, so it looks like they've started quali. Oh no, they're not quite. It's still in practice mode. Okay, just waiting for everyone to get to track. Yeah, awkward little circuit. Let's find that driver. Go for a quick lap on board with Rick to continue. So backwards, firing through this kink. We've got drivers going the wrong way. Hard right first turn. Oh, maybe we're not going to get a lap then. Creative Motorsport livery there of Obi-Wan. Can't see it anymore. Thanks, Rick, you're ruining it for me. And there we go, Creative Motorsport livery. Now heading the wrong way on track. I was just about to say, let's see if Danzo goes for a lap, but no, he goes for a pile into the wall. Nobody wanted to put a lap in for me? No? No, not a little lap. Luke Doherty, come on Luke, see what you can do to them tyres. Oh, you've already ruined them, okay. So he's already been around turn 1 into turn 2. Heading down to awkward turn 3. We're just about to start qualifying now, so we're not going to see a full lap from Luke either. We're just going to see barriers and sparks. A shout out to the new subscribers as well. Martin Davis, thank you mate. There's 2 others as well, but your names don't show up, so you've obviously got your profiles on super secret mode. But thank you very much, appreciated. There you go, plastered all over the back of Cutler's car. Let's get a better view of that. Race and track car hire. There you go. Creative Motorsports. Get them on Facebook. I will put a link in description. Right, let's get ourselves up to first man out on track. So this is where we were coming to. The awkward left-hander. I see 1 or 2 drivers spinning off track there. I see 1 or 2 going wide in the background. It's an awkward little circuit, and with only a 5-minute qualifier, it's going to be an awkward race, this one, an awkward qualifier at least. So up the hill to the hairpin. It's not the hairpin I thought it was. And through this right hand, you can see it's all off camber up and down the hills as well. And back onto the old original track. Through the right-left combo onto the start-finish straight again. Vincent, we've got shouts for Rick. Where is he? Second. Only on track at the minute, no hot laps. start to see hot laps coming through though. Obi-Wan, unless he crashes, will be the first man to put one of those in. There we can see the Creative Motorsport livery in all its glory. So it's this turn at the bottom of the hill. You may see one or two drivers get wrong. Everyone doing a good job through there. Vincent, evening. P-Gib, evening. P-Gib, why aren't you on track? I thought you raced these. On then and throwing it around that long left-hand hairpin. So bringing himself back out to the original part of the track now. To this last little final chicane section. Like I say, you'll be the first one to put hot laps in. Let's see what he's got. Puts in 1:31.9 then. Okay, let's see what Rick's got. Second man across the line. Like I say, it's only a 5-minute quali. So it's going to be a 2-lap shootout. Well, they put in 1:34. Yeah, they've got enough time for another lap. Conrad Racing puts in a 1:35.2. Doherty, why isn't it? Oh, it's put at the time at 1:36.7, but it's not flashed up as his fastest. Must have picked up a penalty somewhere. He's being pushed down the order though. Drivers coming through. Danso, Scrabo, Cutler all taking that position off of Luke Doherty, pushing it down the order. So that's everyone through now. So Obi-Wan currently holding pole position. A little bit of damage on the front end of his car. A lot of wear on those tyres as well. Rick to continue in second on that 1:34.2. Conrad Racing 1:35.2 for him in third. Danso 1:36, getting it wide through that right-hander. See if he keeps it on track through the left. Oh, he's had to slam the brakes on. 1:36.7 then, fourth place for Danso. CRT Emmen, he's on a 1:38.5. Scrabo in sixth, no hot lap on for Scrabo, so he's been in the pits, come back out in sixth, so he's put a time in. Let's just have a work that out. Oh, it's 9 seconds down. We won't look at that. Cutler, another 7 seconds down. What is going on? The time's 54.9 then for Cutler. Luke Doherty, 1:36.7, pushed all the way down, but like I say, first lap of his not counted, so what does he put in now? 1:32.1, sticks himself into second. Good bit of driving there from Luke. So Obi-Wan second, Luke third, Conrad in, Luke second, sorry, Conrad third. I lie, Pajonski's just gone quicker, he sticks himself in third with a 1:32.993. Conrad now fourth. Rick to continue fifth. NGR, next gen Danso, not NGR anymore, sitting in the pits, but sixth place for him. 2 seconds down from Rick to continues time, so he's on a 1:36. That's 2.5. 1:36.7ish. So Danso sixth, CRT Emmen 1:38.547. Scrabo eighth. Time on board, but he's 9 seconds down from Emmen, and Cutler struggling again, carrying the extra weight this week. He's only managed a 1:50.2, struggling at Sardegna then. Good commit. Ah, okay. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, they're threes, yeah. So Obi-Wan pole position for race one. Conrad and Cutler both carrying extra weight. Conrad not doing too bad though. He's got himself into fourth. Poor Cutler struggling around at the back at the minute. He's got damage as well, so that might have contributed to it. I may not have seen that. Yeah, carrying the extra weight from last week's win. And they will carry the extra weight over into race 2 as well. The top 3 from race 1 carry the extra weight over into race 2. So, the first of 2 races tonight, 15-minute blast around Sardegna. Let's see how they get on. Get a slurp of coffee down. Luke, evening, get on me race. So the lights are on. Wait for them to drop. See if everyone gets away cleanly. And it looks like they have. Got Cutler trying to get a good start, trying to fire himself through the middle of the pack there. He's made up a position or 2. Let's go back up the front, see what happens into turn 1. Luke Doherty going for a position around the outside. A little bit of contact between himself and Obi-Wan. No damage though, he's still holding on to that second position. Pajonsky trying to come up the inside. He's got Conrad racing. Nearly off track there for Conrad. He's kept it on though. He's having to go wide, giving Pajonsky plenty of room there. Cutler has got himself up into 5th position off the line. We'll see whether his racing softs last with the extra weight he's carrying. So Danzo 6th to continue almost side by side with him as they head down the middle section of this track. Danzo, I think, is just going to hold on to that. Yeah, to continue, just has to slot himself in, sticks the brakes on, nearly losing the tail end of that focus. Oh my god, who's that? Danzo? No, it's not, it's Eman. This is not a drift competition, Eman. Control your car. Scrabo in at 9th, unfortunately, a little bit far back, nearly 2 seconds. Eman doing everything he can to wear out his rears before his fronts. So back up front, Obi-Wan still leading, just over half a second from Luke Doherty. Luke Doherty coming under a bit of pressure from Conrad now though, even though Conrad's carrying that extra weight. Let's get some of that on board. So still trying to chase down Luke Doherty in front. Luke's closed the gap down on Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's run wide. Is that going to give Luke Doherty, maybe there's a tiny bit of contact? No, looks like Luke Doherty didn't make contact. Or maybe a tiny bit of contact there. So he's backed off to give that position back. But that's just allowed Conrad racing through to take race lead. Obi-Wan gets back up into that 2nd position. Taken off him by a slight bit of contact between himself and Luke Doherty. So that's lost them 1st and 2nd, and now 2nd and 3rd. They've got to chase down Conrad racing. Let's see how they get on with that one. Like I say, Conrad carrying the extra weight, so might struggle later on in this race. The tyre wear might kick in. A lot heavier on his car than it does on the drivers behind. So top 3. A little bit of a gap between themselves and Pajonsky, just under a second at the minute. 3/4 of a second between himself and 5th place Cutler. And another 1.2 back to continue. Sorry Vince, he's down in 6th at the minute. He's got a bit of a gap behind though, 3.2 seconds back to Eman. 3.3 back now for Eman. He's got 2.5 seconds between himself and Danzo. What's happened to Danzo? Maybe just struggling on the mediums. A lot of wear on those already actually. And then Scrabo to 12.8 seconds back. So maybe not knowing this track at all, Scrabo. Like I say, it's a difficult one. It's not one that's used very often in a lot of the races. So if you don't get the time on it, you're not going to do very well. So Conrad Racing is still holding on to that top spot. Obi-Wan still 2nd. Luke still 3rd. Everyone getting through that awkward left-hander cleanly. Pudzianski just trying to hang on to these top three. Still just under a second between them. So Luke and Obi-Wan side by side. Just having to go for the switch back down the inside. Does he make it work? No, he doesn't. Not carrying enough speed. He's piling that pressure on Obi-Wan in front. And Luke Doherty's actually out on the mediums, I hadn't noticed. Nice tight line there for Luke. Nowhere for him to go though. Come on to this long start finish straight. Can he get the overtake done? Pudzianski's now bolted onto the back end of these two. Obi-Wan trying to drop the toe. As Luke Doherty, he's not carrying enough speed, has to slot himself back in behind Obi-Wan. As Luke now got the inside line into this next turn, he has. Can he hold the position? Obi-Wan's going for a move back down the inside. Good bit of respectful space given. Obi-Wan slots back down the inside, then retakes that second position. Luke Doherty third, Pudzianski fourth still. Chucks himself down the inside as well. Luke's had to give room to Obi-Wan. This allowed Pudzianski just to get his nose up. Where's Pudzianski? He's had to drop back into fourth. Still hot on the tail of Luke Doherty in third position. Luke still hot on the tail of Obi-Wan. He wants that second position. So he's going for a totally different line. He's having to run around the outside. Can he get the switch back again? No, not this time. Still Pudzianski just tucked up behind. Cutler's able to close that gap up as well. You can see Cutler just lurking in the background behind Pudzianski. So Rick 2 continues slowly closing up as well. So Luke Doherty and Obi-Wan will be side by side here. Stewie McMatters headed down towards this turn. Who's going to be brave? Tiny bit of contact again. Obi-Wan just holds on to it. Great bit of driving between these two. We've still got Pudzianski, Cutler all over the rear end of Pudzianski now. Pudzianski's going to have to be a bit careful. Might have to do a bit of defensive driving himself, which might drop him off the fight between second and third. What's happening up front? Where has Conrad Racing gone? Yeah, now 2.1 seconds up the road from Obi-Wan. So just a little fight kicking off between Obi-Wan and Luke Doherty, which is no more actually. Now 1.3 seconds between them. Luke's got it wrong somewhere. He's now under pressure from Pudzianski for that third position. So he's allowed Obi-Wan to get away a little bit. Super soft slow, looking very worn on Obi-Wan's car. Softs on Conrad's in first, looking pretty beaten up as well. See if anybody decides to come in halfway through this one. Now would be the time really. So onto the start finish straight. Will Conrad Racing start a flow of drivers into the pits? So he comes in. Luke Doherty, he's got himself back up into second. He stops out. Pudzianski's in. Obi-Wan's in. Conrad Racing in. To continue stays out. Cutler stays out. Racing softs for Cutler. Super softs for Rick to continue. He's done a good job on those. So what's Luke's strategy? Is he looking to run to the end on those medium tyres? Or he's had to run deep in there though. So the wear just slowing him down. He's starting to come under a bit of pressure from Rick behind. Cutler in the 28 car. He's only 1.6 seconds back. Again, done a real good job on those softs. As I say, carrying the extra weight over from last week. Didn't do very well in qualifying, but doing a great job in the race at the minute. 6 minutes remaining. He's only 2.7 seconds down from race leader. Conrad Racing back out of the pits on a fresh set of mediums. He's back into 4th. Pionski's back out on a fresh set of softs in 5th. Obi-Wan back out in 6th on the super softs. So Obi-Wan losing a position in that pit stop. Pionski getting out in front of him. Did Pionski take on any fuel? No, neither driver. Didn't need to. So Eman 7th, he's gone in for a fresh set of softs. Tansos are still out on the mediums, so the top 2 in, Doherty and Rick to continue. Oh, Scrabbo's got damage. You can see big dent on the front end of that car. Front end, rear end and drivetrain damage. So a trip to the pits for him, or a long old 5-minute race. So Conrad retakes the race lead after the front runners came in. Pionski takes 2nd, just Obi-Wan trying to get down the inside. He's not able to do it. Luke Doherty has closed that gap right up on the softs. He's got past Rick to continue. He's been in for a set of tyres. With Luke Doherty then trying to hunt down that 3rd and 2nd position of Obi-Wan and Pionski. Obi-Wan and Pionski side by side. Luke Doherty just finding the space right behind Obi-Wan, slots himself through into 3rd. He's going for the 2nd, trying to take a wider line into this turn. Again, nowhere for him to go. Pionski wasn't able to slot himself back down the inside there, so he still holds on to 4th. Luke Doherty trying to get down the inside at the final chicane. Carrying the better speed, can he carry the line through? So side by side again with Obi-Wan. Carrying the speed down the hill. See, just slowly pulling away from Obi-Wan. He's going to have the inside line into the next turn as well, I'll say that. Obi-Wan coming right back at him. Gets through. Oh, he's carried far too much speed into that turn though. That's allowed Luke straight through into 2nd position. Obi-Wan now under pressure from Pionski to continue for that 4th position, sorry, 3rd position. Pionski just have to chuck himself out of trouble. Oh, he's just been clattered in the rear end by Rick to continue coming through there. So that's just allowed these 4 drivers to spread out a little bit. How far's Conrad up the road now? Just under 3 minutes remaining. He's now got 4.7 second lead. So Luke Doherty now 1.8 seconds, 1.9 second in 2nd. Pionski into 3rd, although Obi-Wan still trying to get that position back. Real good battle between these 2. Rick 2 continues still just lurking in the background there. Pionski back down the inside to take that 3rd off of Obi-Wan. Is there anything Obi-Wan can do about that before the end of the race? Super soft tyre versus the soft tyre. It's a real good battle though. Pionski, oh Pionski, what is happening with your internet? Wow. I don't even know what was happening there. Couldn't tell you whose position was whose. So 2 minutes remaining. Conrad Racing 3.4 seconds out front. Luke Doherty 2nd, now comfortably as well, 4.3 seconds over the next man, TRG Obi-Wan. Again, got another 1.1 seconds over Pionski in 4th. Rick to continue looking dangerous on Pionski though, looking like he wants that 4th position before the end of this race. Oh, is that Pionski run wide? It is. Rick to continue, he's got his nose down the inside. He's going to try and run around the outside. It's a great bit of driving for Rick to continue. He does take that position on the fresher set of racing super softs for Rick. Able to just carry that extra speed through the turns versus Pionski's worn out softs. So cut at 6th. He's struggled a little bit. Did alright in the first stint. He's dropped a position. He's carrying damage as well. TANSO again struggled in this one. 11.7 seconds back from Cutler. Eben, he's been drifting his car. He's down in 8th. Another 15 seconds back, and another nearly 40 seconds back for Scrabo in 9th. Not far off getting overtaken by race leader Conrad coming up behind him. And as we watch, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Conrad has got it wrong somewhere. Luke Doherty has closed that gap right up to 1.1 seconds. It could be on here to the end of the race. It's not the longest of tracks. It's a tiny little mistake from Conrad Racing. Could see Luke Doherty take the win here. Gap back up to 1.4 seconds. So maybe it was just a slight mistake from Conrad Racing. Allowed Luke to close that gap back up. It's down to a second. So the timer has ticked over. TANSO has finished the race in 7th. Emin is going to come home in 8th. We'll stick with race leaders though. Less than a second between them. Luke Doherty drifting his car, trying to catch up with Conrad Racing for that top spot. He's got a couple of corners to try and do it. He's pretty fast through this last final sector as well, is Luke Doherty. Not closing the gap fast enough though. Down into this final turn. Can he get a good run out? Conrad Racing running not too wide. Did look like he was going to run a bit wide, but he's carrying the speed. Looks like he's going to keep this position. Conrad then taking the win in race 1. Luke Doherty 2nd. Obi-Wan going to come home in 3rd. Bajonski going to take 4th. So to continue, unable to keep that position from him then. 5th place for Rick, 6th place for Cutler. We've got TANSO already finished, Emin already finished, and Scrabo as well. We'll just wait for Cutler, carrying 3 seconds of penalty as well, just see if he comes across the line. Taking that 6th position then for Cutler. Right, a few minutes break. Good win by Conrad there. A few minutes break, and then we jump straight into race 2. No qualifying for race 2. It's just going to be positions as of race 1. One more lap, Luke. Yep, you were closing him up. Excuse me, trying to choke myself on coffee. Yeah, close, Luke, close. But yes, now we go into race 2. I've not read scores out for you lot yet. So, not including tonight's race. We've got Cutler leading the way on 83 points. CRT Carrington only 3 points behind him on... Hold on, am I reading that right? Oh, he's a long way behind, sorry, 60 points back. He's in 60 points for Carrington. Conrad Racing in 3rd on 56 points, also on 55 points. Right behind him is TRG Obi-Wan in 4th. Luke Doherty's in 5th, and he's on 43 points. Luke to continue in 6th on 42 points. And we've got Bajonski. Why did you do that? No, Bajonski's 7th. He's on 39 points. TANSO in 8th on 37 points. 2 drivers on 27 points, 9th and 10th. So we've got Eman and Pilgrim, both on 27. And then 11th, we've got Scrabbo. He is on 25 points. Cool Rides 18 on 19 points. And Gal Gamer 19 on 14 points, but no Gal Gamer. A few drivers missing this week. So that's not including tonight's race results. So it looks like they're eager to get race 2 underway. Don't forget, straight after this at 9 o'clock, I am covering the P1 boys and their Super Formula League as well. You'll probably see Luke Doherty in that one. I'm not sure whether he's pulled out of that actually. So yeah, straight after this at 9 o'clock, got P1 RC and their Super Formula race. It's a short 10-minute quali and a 50-minute race for you lot. I will be offline and back online again, so yeah. Ah, there you go, Luke. Ruined your own race then. But now you've got to carry the weight from second place, right? Creative Motorsport, livery's looking good. Make sure you go and check them out on Facebook, and you go and fancy going and razzing some of these cars around. They're not the Focuses, the Fiestas, but they don't do the Fiesta on Gran Turismo, so this is as close as we can get. So we've gone for a Focus Cup. There we go, look. Eman testing those rear tyres. Yeah, it looks like we're going to pretty much go straight into race 2. Let's see. Let's see if they've remembered the circuit from race 1. Oh well, you'll remember next week, I bet. So the call for everyone to get to track has just been given. It's Eman trying to drift that Focus. What's he got for us around here? Losing credibility here, Eman. There you go, puts himself in the pits. So have you got the right weight on board now, Luke? That's the question. So the top 3 drivers do have to carry over slightly more weight into race 2, and the top 3 drivers from race 2 carry their weight over to next week. I forget what the weights are. Luke just checking. I think it means the extra weight, Scrabbo. Himself back in the pits. He's obviously making some alterations to weight. Alright, here we go then. Race 2. Another 15-minute dash around Sardegna. Then he'll lead us away after winning race 1. Luke Doherty 2nd, Obi-Wan 3rd, Bajonski 4th, Rick in 5th, Cutler 6th, Danso 7th, Eman in 8th, and Scrabbo in 9th. Let's wait for these lights to drop. There we go, they're on. All 5 lights, they're away. Less about tonight. Big pile of wheel spin for Conrad Racing. That's given Luke Doherty a bit of an edge into turn 1. So he's going to carry the speed, is Luke. Holds on to that top spot. Conrad into second, then Pajonski third. Obi-Wan fourth, Rick 2 continue in fifth, Danso sixth. Cutler 7th, Scrabo in 8th, and Emma in 9th. Right, let's see if Luke Doherty can get away. Now he's at the front. Through that awkward left-hander. So he's got himself 0.8 of a second over Conrad. So he can extend that anymore. Conrad's got himself another 0.8 over Pajonski. Pajonski under a bit of pressure from Obi-Wan though. He's gone a little bit deep into that turn. That's given Obi-Wan the look down the inside. But Pajonski carrying that extra bit of speed. Obi-Wan not able to make anything of that, so has to stop him fourth. Rick 2 continue. Got Danso all over his tail. Himself a little bit wide there, Danso. He'll have to cut back in for the second part of that. Oh, Obi-Wan's got it all wrong. That's allowed Rick to continue and Danso through. Obi-Wan down into 6th now, and he's not carrying as much speed as drivers like Cutler will be behind. Trying to get himself tucked in back in the slipstream of Danso in front. That's brought Cutler within 0.8 of a second of Obi-Wan. So, unfortunately, Scrabo at the back of the pack again, another 4 seconds down. Oh, we've got a driver backwards, we've got Eamon. We've got Scrabo getting it all wrong as well. Eamon and Scrabo all getting turn 1 completely wrong. Great big pile of damage for the pair of them. That's a long trip back to the pits for those two. So, back out front, Luke Doherty's got a second over Conrad now. Only on to lap 2, 12.5 minutes of race 2 remaining. On the medium tyre as well, Luke Doherty. Conrad racing behind, also on the medium tyre. Carrying a little bit more weight than Luke though. That first place will carry slightly more weight. Luke Doherty, a bit of glitching from him. Conrad's gone wide, he's clipped the barrier, that's slowed him right down. Pajonski's going to come through, Rick 2 continues, going to come through, he's carrying all sorts of damage. He's going to lose positions all over the place here. Danso comes through, Obi-Wan comes back through. He's lucky in respect that it's the last couple of corners. So he's heading down towards pits now. He can get himself in and get repaired pretty quickly. Unlike these two, which have had to do pretty much a full lap back round to the pits with that damage. Conrad Racing has stopped out. This damage not repairing itself, Conrad, if that's what you were thinking. Maybe just thinking he'll have to settle for 7th in this race. So back up front, oh, what's happened? Luke Doherty then 4 point, that's right. Yeah, so Conrad Racing was his closest rival. 4.3 second gap Luke Doherty's got now over Rick 2 continue. Rick on those super soft tyres though, carrying less weight than Luke Doherty. Might be able to start making a dent into that time. Pajonski also might be able to close that gap up as well. So Danso 4th, being pressured by Obi-Wan through this long left hairpin. Obi-Wan always getting the tighter line, but he do carry more speed around the outside of that one. Now he's trying to run around the outside of that next turn, he's not able to do it. Heading back down towards his chicane though, going for a completely different line into there, Obi-Wan. Trying to carry as much speed as possible on the way out. Has it worked? Yes, it has by the look of it. He's able to just sweep out side by side with Danso as they head down the hill then. Obi-Wan is going to have the inside line into the next turn. He's already carrying a lot more speed than TANSO. He's going to carry the speed around the outside. TANSO, is he? No, he's not. So Obi-Wan does take that fourth position. Cutler's run himself wide in the background. He's on the grass. Conrod's in. He's got that damage repaired. Or he's getting that damage repaired. So Eman, he's in after getting repaired. And a Scrabo also. But now way off the fight, these two. So Luke Doherty continues 4-second lead. He's got to try not to thrash his tyres to death for Luke. To continue again on those super softs, will be quicker, but will be putting those tyres through all sorts of grief. And they'll start wearing out pretty sharpish. 1.5 seconds between himself and Obi-Wan. 1.5 seconds back, another half a second back to Pajonski. So what happened to Pajonski? Maybe Obi-Wan and Pajonski having a little bit of contact. Obi-Wan got front end damage, Pajonski got rear end damage. And the position swapped as well. So TANSO 5th. Coming under pressure from Cutler though. Cutler will be getting a good toe down this start finish straight. Closing the gap. Those super soft through an absolute thrashing. Not even halfway through this race yet. There's not a lot of life left on those at all for 5th place driver TANSO. Cutler behind him, closing up again under braking. We know if I jump to Cutler, his tyres will be a lot better than TANSO's on the softs. Carries that extra speed through then. Can he carry it all the way down to the next turn? Hold the position. So TANSO's just had to back out of that one. Cutler then takes 5th. So Luke Doherty is extended 5.9 seconds from Rick to continue. Super soft starting to struggle. You can see Obi-Wan up behind. He also on the super softs, but a little less wear on those than Rick 2 continues. So back onto this start finish straight. Obi-Wan carrying more speed again. Has he already got past? He has. Both drivers coming into the pits now though. He stops out on those mediums. 6 minutes 45 to go. Cutler also stopped out on the softs. He's got a great big penalty to lose though, 2.5 seconds. There's obviously a lot more than that. So Obi-Wan in, fresh tyres. He's not had the damage repaired. He's still holding on to 3rd. Rick 2 continue back out the pits in 4th. Fresh set of boots for him as well. Pajonski on a fresh set of racing softs in 5th. TANSO's been in, he's on another set of super softs. Conrad racing. Oh, Conrad. Oh, he's running wide into the barriers, picked up more damage. So maybe just struggling to get used to the weight in race 2. Like I say, carrying the extra weight from holding top spot in race 1. Just completely changed the feel of these cars. So sitting in 7th at the minute. Bit of wear on those softs, a little bit wide through there as well. Scrabo 8th. He's got himself back past Eman. Eman's picked up more damage. So another trip to the pits for Eman. Another set of tyres for him as well. Luke Doherty, 13.4 seconds out front. Is he going to run to the end of the race on those tyres? Cutler also not stopped. Set of softs, but doing a really good job of not thrashing those to death. Obi-Wan, fresh set of super softs, 3.5 back from Cutler. Should be able to close the gap up. Whether the tyre wear goes off before he can take advantage of those super softs will wait and see. You can just see Cutler around the corner there. TRG Rig 2 continue also out on the super softs. Unable to keep the TRG OB1 currently. Next gen Danzo 5th again on those super soft tyres. Bit of a gap in front, 7.5 seconds, and then nearly 9.5 back to Conrad Racing. Again, we've just seen Conrad smash into a fence. That very turn there. Pajonski's back out the pits, so he's gone for a set of super softs. And a tiny bit of glitching he's picked up in the pits. Not sure if his pit crew gave him that. Scrabo rolling around in 8th. He picked up damage early on. And Eamon, he's been in twice with damage, so way off the pace at the minute. There's only 7.5 seconds back from Scrabo. So still could be on here between those two. So 4 minutes remaining. Luke Doherty still holding 12.5 second lead. The medium tyres. Okay, so he's going to come in now. Cutler just coming through that final turn, being followed by Obi-Wan. Where does Luke get out? Has he made the mistake of coming in when he should have stopped out? He does. Can he carry the speed into turn 1? It doesn't look like he's going to get swamped, or is he? Yes, he is. That's a good call by Luke. He's got himself in the pits and back out. Fresh set of tyres. Only softs. Possibly would have gone for a set of super softs on these last 4 minutes. Obi-Wan then holding on to second. Got himself past Cutler. Starting to see wear on those super softs. Cutler on the softs holding third. Rig 2 continue actually closing that gap up, 1.6 seconds between those two. Conrad Racing back in the pits. He's putting on a set of super softs for the final stint. Can Luke Doherty hold out then for 2 more laps? He's got 3/4 of a second between himself and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan on the faster tyre, although Luke Doherty on the fresher tyre. Losing a bit of time through that turn. Again, I know Luke's a bit quick through this chicane, whether Obi-Wan's as quick. No, he's not. Luke pulling 1/4 of a second on him through there, almost. Not carrying quite as much speed out. They are going to get 2 more laps now. So it's going to be a good fight to the end between Luke and Obi-Wan. Cutler's been dropped from this fight. That tyre wear really starting to kick in for him now. Being dropped from those 2 drivers in front. Rig 2 continue losing more time to Cutler as well. Next gen Danzo still holding on to 5th. There's not a lot he can do at this point in the race. Pajonski again, just got to be a little bit careful of Conrad behind him, 3.7 seconds back. Scrabo 3/4 of a minute back, 47 seconds back from Conrad. He's still got Eamon 5.4 seconds back. Just needs to keep it clean now, Scrabo, to the end of the race. He'll hold on to that position. Luke Doherty then has pulled time over Obi-Wan, extending that race lead up to 1.3 seconds. Again through this last chicane onto the final turn. 45 seconds remaining. 1 more lap they'll get out of this one. Can Luke Doherty hold on to it? He's pulled more gap, 1.6 seconds between himself and second place Obi-Wan. It's looking more and more like these are going to be the final positions, bar any mistakes from these drivers. There we go, Luke Doherty cementing that lead, 2.5 seconds up front. Got it all wrong in the last few turns, Luke. Purple sectors from him as well. He's not messing about. Back markers just staying out of the way of the race leaders coming through. Conrad Racing actually already finishing. Luke will be the next man across the line. Almost wide there for Luke. Oh, Obi-Wan actually getting a little bit off track there, losing a bit more time. I don't think he's under a threat from Rick to continue, a little bit too far back, although Cutler's closed that gap back up. Maybe Rick to continues had a little bit of a mistake. But Luke coming down this final straight now then, he's going to take the win in race 2. Good results for him, second in race 1, first in race 2. Obi-Wan, complete reverse of fortune, first in race 1, second in race 2. Cutler actually getting past Rick to continue there, getting third position. What happened to Rick? Possibly getting the final turn wrong. He comes home in 4th. We've already got Conrad Racing, Scrabo and Eman finished the race. We're just waiting for Danzo to come home in 5th. Almost a big pile of handbrake from Danzo. And then the Johnsky just bringing in that final position, 6th place for him. So another good night's racing from the Ford Focus League, sponsored by Creative Motorsport. There will be links in the description. Other than that, I've got to disappear because I'm streaming again in 8 minutes time. I hope you liked what you watched. If you have, press that like button, subscribe if you haven't, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Darksmoka, I'm out of here.